Welcome back. Time to talk about another purple gem, but before we do, just a bit of an update. It's been a while for my. I was going to do this video a bit earlier, but I've been delayed. This week has been a really bad week for me. I've had a major car breakdown, so work's been really difficult. I've also had to go down to Hamilton, which is a city about 100 miles from here, 150 k's, and do a talk, and that took up most of the night. I've had to work, and my partner's been having problems with his business lately, and things have got quite grim around here, so hence why I haven't really had much time for happy Prince videos. But anyway, I'll do a brief one today before I get into my gem, which you guys are going to love. It's one of my favourite songs, and again, like the last gem I did, we are definitely keeping the theme of the Prince sex ballad alive. As you can see by showing you these pictures from, one of my new favourite books, of course. Jay's giving one away, which is actually very nice of him. Here you are. I mean, this gives you an idea of what I'm about to talk about. Certain song of controversy. Basically, as you can see, I'll just try and find another page that kind of sums up Prince's feelings over this song. Yeah. Why is nothing ever there when you want it to be? This gives you some idea of the type of stuff he was into. Here you are. But basically, the song I'm going to talk about is Prince's first great sex ballad, Do Me Baby. And as you know, Do Me Baby is basically one of those songs that divides fans. Most of us absolutely love it. We see it for the gem it is. Some people really don't like it. They just think, like as Captain said on Peach and Black podcast, oh, the second half of the song, he's just having sex. I can understand why the rest of you like it, but I don't. It's just overrated, and I think some people feel that way because really, in a lot of ways, it is just having sex. Now, the big thing about the song Do Me Baby, as you know, it's a third track off Controversy. The song dates from 1981, was that Andre Simone claimed that he actually wrote Do Me Baby, and Prince stole it off him. I mean, I'm not 100% sure if that story is true. To be honest with you, and I might piss off a few people here, I don't actually believe it. This is Andre here, as you know. Yep. Because first of all, I've heard some of Andre's music like Kelly's Eyes, and I don't think he's capable of writing something like Do Me Baby. Do Me Baby has a standard Prince lyrics, it's standard seduction, includes the big scream, all that stuff. But anyway, the song dates from way back in 1979. I don't know, maybe they'll open the vault up and find some earlier versions of it, but the version we have, we all know, dates from the summer of 1981. It was basically the one that Prince recorded at his home studio, and then it got remixed by Bob Mockler at Hollywood Sound Recorders. And basically there's two versions of this. It's actually the same version, but on the single, basically what you got was just the edited version, which basically is after the part where Prince stops singing and before the chintzy piano music takes over, and that goes into the seduction and screaming part of the song. And then you've got the full-length album version, which is really the best part, and that just is fucking amazing, basically. My favourite part of the song is definitely that scream. Basically, the part goes, don't want to do it alone, ooh, ooh, yeah! Do me, baby, yeah, do me, baby, ow, do I want you now, I just can't take no more, come on, do me, baby, I said, ooh, ooh, yeah, do me, baby, yeah, it's just so funny. But he's just an absolute sexual ecstasy. Now, I've got the scream out of the way. Hopefully that will please you, Mr. Purple Music, and everyone else who seems to love my screaming. I've really tried to stay up to that scream because I went back and watched my controversy review video, and I think my scream just came out too liquidy. It didn't come out authentic, so I've really tried to give you the best Steven Tyler type scream I could, basically. But basically, the song, there's not much of a plot to it, but basically Prince is getting this girl in the mood. It turns out she's just as much in the mood as he is, Basically, they want to bring out what's been in each other for far too long, and then they've got to stop fooling around. We head into the foreplay, take me, baby, kiss me all over, play with my love, all that stuff. And then finally, here we are, looking for a reason to lay each other down. Ooh, what you do, I could never love no other. You're the best I ever had. And then basically that leads to the sex part. Now the musical construction is also amazing. Basically you've got this piano, this really chintzy, almost porno-like piano playing. It's like dum dum dum. It's almost like the sort of, piano by candlelight type thing, got going in the background. Also, especially in the second part of the song, you've definitely got this really chunky chicken scratch wah wah bass going through this. Again, real porno soundtrack. And of course, the best part of the whole song is Prince's singing, which is 99% falsetto, and it is some of the dreamiest falsetto you've ever heard. I mean, his falsetto is just amazing. I mean, it basically, if you're a woman, or if you're like a gay guy who's into Prince, I'm not. I'm not really. I'm sort of more into beefier, and I'm sort of, how shall I say about being racist, paler guys. But this song, you need to take a share of it. I mean, this makes Scandalous and When Two Are in Love look like kindergarten in comparison. This is full on, and like his best sex ballads, there's no really graphical, dirty lyrics like you hear in songs like Extra Lovable and If I Was Your Girlfriend. The lyrics are all kept clean. Basically, I mean, he doesn't say the F word. He doesn't say things like your vagina or my penis or anything like that. He just basically, you can just tell by the singing, what he's going on about. And I mean, you got the scream, and there's also even some bits in the middle going. After the singing, he goes, "So what are you going to do? You're just going to sit there and watch." And that sort of, I just love doing that Prince voice. It's so funny. And then he goes, "Well, okay then." And I ain't gonna stop until the war is over. And I just love that. And it's just bedroom patter basically. It's like, in between the thrusts, Prince is like doing the sexy talk to her. You never hear a word out of her. There's no moaning or anything, but you get the feeling she's going fully along with it. And at the same time, she is leading Prince on a bit. Prince is not the only one in control. She is practically doing him, basically. And she's enjoying it. And then at the end, you hear him going, hold me, baby, I'm so cold." So maybe there's like some sort of post-coital bliss which has been replaced by post-coital chilliness. I mean, remember, this is who is singing this song, basically. And basically, Prince did play the song quite a lot live. He was, on stage doing it. There was routines of pretty much all the tours right up to and including Love Sexy, where Prince would be humping a brass bed or humping the floor singing the song. Usually it wasn't what we call the sexy part of the show. There was always a part where he sang songs like that and International Lover and Do It All Night and Dirty Mind and Temptation was another one. Basically, all his X-rated stuff, Prince would put Do Me Baby in the middle of it. I think Prince was singing Do Me Baby and sort of like, the first part of the Love Sexy concert where, like, he's doing the evil part where he's being controlled by Bob George and Spooky Electric. And as a single, it was actually released as a single in the States and also in Britain. In both cases, it tanked majorly. It did not even hit any chart, basically. For some reason, Do Me Baby with Head was put out as a single just before Prince's tour in June '81, and despite the beautiful Granimal print cover which you see there, I mean, it didn't go anywhere. And but still, the song has become a cult favourite amongst Prince fans. I mean, generally, it's pretty much the best track on Controversy. I mean, okay, maybe excusing the title cut, I mean, which is just basically an iconic song. Do Me Baby is an amazing song. It's beautiful. And it's also, it's classy, but also sometimes it's also pretty hilarious. Sometimes you don't know if he's just actually taking the piss out of having sex, but it's pretty dirty. I mean, the falsetto is great, the do me, baby, like you never done before. Ooh, give it to me till I just can't take no more. Come on, do me, baby. And then, of course, the funny part, Rush Hour 3, where you got Chris Tucker, dancing at the traffic lights, doing Michael Jackson moves to Prince's Do Me Baby, and all the cars are crashing into each other, and then in the middle he's going, I can't take no more. He goes, oh man, can't you watch where you're going? He's got that big jabbery mouth, and it's just so funny. So Do Me Baby's going to make you do one or two things. You're going to want to have sex, or as one of the Peach and Black guys said, you're going to start dancing at Michael Jackson moves that are basically traffic light. Yeah. Do Me Baby, what a song. So again, it's an absolutely recommended Purple Gem. Now, next time I do a gem, I'm going to try and do something a little less sexual. I'm going to move back to some more of his thought-provoking songs. I mean, it's great to sit here and talk about all the sex cuts, but I just got to balance it out. So the gem after the next gem will be another sex cut. Probably a sex cut I haven't done before. I'm thinking of doing Temptation. I mean, that song and Around the World in a Day, which I'm about to review soon, I mean, just all tie in with each other. Temptation is hilarious, and again, it's got another funny scream. I'll even give you a preview of it now. Go, I just love it when our bodies touch. Yeah! Temptation, working my body with a hot flash of animal. It's just hilarious. But anyway, couple other things I want to talk about. Okay, it was a bit belated, but I actually did manage to donate a few dollars to the Morris Hay, fire fund. Basically, he had a big house fire, destroyed most of his musical equipment. I mean, again, Night Child brought my attention to that. I jumped on the wagon a bit late, but I dealt to it, and I think it's still worthwhile. It's under the Give a Little page. I don't have the exact link, but if you go on to Jay's video from a couple of weeks ago, sorry, Night Child's video, it's there. The other thing I did too is I finally got out and went out and bought that Sign of the Times Deluxe thing by Turbine Media, I think it is. I mean, I'm going to have to wait donkey's years to get the damn thing, but I don't care because I've got one. I mean, I heard they're just about sold out. And the other thing I'm really excited about, and this will make you guys laugh, is that Morris Day's book is being published. Again, someone, I think it might have been Prince's friend, directed me to a preview link, and there's a hilarious conversation that you can read at the start where basically Prince is channeling him, and even though it's all made up, I mean, Prince's comments almost sound like something Prince would say, go, so what? You practically begged me to join my band. No, I didn't. He's going, so when are you going to talk about me? He's like, cool your heels, nigga. It's just so funny. I mean, it's just Morris Day. And looking at this book, it's not some ghostwriter. You know, it's basically Morris Day's talking. And you know what Morris Day sounds exactly like Morris Day in the Purple Rain movie. It's all jive. It's all funny. And I just can't wait for that book to come out, basically. And of course, the other big thing coming out, we've already mentioned 1999, the deluxe edition. And of course, we've got Prince's autobiography coming out. And I can't wait to see that again. I think the problem with that does mean how much of it is actually Prince's word and how much is it was some ghostwriter or people just putting words in his mouth. Because as you know, I mean, Prince was never a public guy. He never talked much about himself. And at the same time, I think in Prince's world, veracity was a very big thing. He didn't like people just making up lies and shit about him. So, and I think actually now, I mean, a lot of the stuff coming out of the estate now, Prince does not approve of. You know, I mean, songs like Week and Fuck, you know, and Vagina coming out, and all these endless vinyl re-releases, something I read on the org, which I totally agree with. You know, so I think, yeah, generally it's pretty much open season, but, you know, we're fans, we're grateful for what we get, and hopefully next time I talk to you, I mean, some of these problems I'm having would have sorted themselves out, and take care, and listen to Do Me Baby.